Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? You guys doing good too? I'm doing good too. Let's get on today's video session. Here we go. Today's video is about 8K resolution. How much of the information is real? What these companies are telling us. Yeah, I do like my rock and roll music as always. Welcome back. You guys been watching a lot of my videos on Panasonic Topbook 55 and the Nvidia RTX 3070, 3080, and 3090. So welcome back to one of my video game. Myself, of course. So how you guys doing today? Are you all guys fine? Let's rock and roll today then. So in today's video, I'm going to be covering Nvidia RTX 3070, 3080, 3090 video cards, Sony PS5 and Microsoft Xbox Series X. They are talking about giving us 8K resolution. How much is that information actually true? People are all speculating, but I'm not speculating here. No, no speculation. We know this technology is upon us and it's going to happen any soon. If you read any of the stuff it says on the Nvidia video cards, also on the PS5 and Microsoft Xbox Series X, what does it say on there? When you read something about the specifications on it, it says that up to 8K resolution. It doesn't mean it's got 8K resolution in there. Mm-mm. Does this system really support 8K resolutions? All three of them? Yes, it does. It does. What kind of technology are we in here for us today? 4K. Then how the heck are we going to 8K resolution? Where's the 5K? Where's the 6K? Where's the 7K? Where's the 8K? This looks pretty impossible. It's impossible right now. When you're going to be buying these machines on launch, they're just going to be in 4K. There are some talks about coming to 5K, but that's just speech videos. Is there any game even running on 5K? Maybe just some demo videos, yeah? But does that really mean we're getting 5K games? Who knows? But demos doesn't exactly mean we're getting everything. Eventually, if demo videos are coming in 5K, then we'll probably get 5K. But what about the 6K, 7K, and 8K? Believe it or not, there is no 8K resolution at this time. There isn't. It's only up to 8K resolutions they're talking about here. Try to understand what's the specification sheets are saying on there. Whatever things written on there, you don't have to go and believe it. It has been said, Nvidia, Sony, Microsoft, all of them are all gonna give us 8K resolutions. But when would we get that? Shall I be honest with you? You're not gonna get it this year. You're not gonna be getting it next year. It's gonna take a few years to get it. And what? So we're getting so excited about these Nvidia video cards, two games consoles, Sony PS5 and Microsoft Xbox Series X, where you're not gonna even get 8K resolution even at launch. You'll never get it. Don't get too excited right now because it's not gonna happen. Let's take this thing another way. 1080p HD, we know it's a full HD. It was there for a very long time, wasn't it? And it has been very, very popular. You know when 4K start taking place, they said the same thing to that. What happened to the 4K? Did it become successful straight away? No, it didn't. It took so long. Even we even had the 4K technology available to us. It still wasn't successful. It wasn't. What was happening there? 1080p HD was very popular format for resolutions. But at a later time, few years down the line, 4K start becoming average. We're talking about average here. And then more years as technologies took part and the time was right, and people start going for 4K. But there's a big problem with 4K. A big problem. You see, because 1080p HD was a very popular format, and a lot of people bought 1080p HD televisions. So how are you going to get 4K out of that when the television is not 4K? You had to buy one. A lot of people didn't even bother with that. They sticked around with 1080p HD because who wants to spend more money on a television? It's too expensive. So a lot of people didn't even bother buying a new television. So even 4K was ready and available in video cards, especially in PC ones by Nvidia. They weren't popular because a lot of people didn't have 4K televisions. They had 1080p TVs. And they go, why should we buy a 4K video card if we don't even have a television in 4K? You gotta think here what's happening here. You're gonna buy a really expensive Nvidia 4K video card, and then you need a television. That's a lot of money. When we got 1080p HD, we already got them televisions. So we can buy any video card which plays 1080p HD. What people did here is the same thing what they're talking about here. 8K resolution, 8K, same thing. They bought the 4K video cards. In future, if they ever wanted to buy a 4K TV, they can do that. And they can get 4K resolution out of it. Now, that's the same thing what's happening now. A lot of people will have 4K TVs now. But that's not 8K televisions, are they? No, they're 8Ks. There's very few models which are in 8K. I'm not going to go through that. You can just check by going on Corey's PC World website, and you can see which ones are in 8K or August if they are available right now. Right now, people are bought really expensive 4K televisions. Would people really buy 8K TVs? That's only up to the customer if it's going to go and spend money. I'll be honest with you. I think no, a lot of people won't buy them. Because 4K resolution is great and it's amazing. a lot of people won't even bother with 8K. This 4K looks brilliant. Looks amazing. If you're really into that kind of resolution stuff, you probably would go for 8K TVs. You're gonna end up doing the same thing what was happening in the era of 1080p when people were buying 4K video cards, Nvidia 4K video cards, and 4K TVs. Now what you're gonna be doing, you're gonna be end up buying Nvidia 8K video cards, which are the Nvidia RTX 3070, 3080, 3090, and then you need to buy another television. Is that cheap? You gotta understand, 8K is a new technology. You're in big trouble. Big trouble. You are doomed. Yes, you are. These people are being really smart. These companies are being really smart. Talking about 8K resolution. That's not easy. It's not easy at all. You're not going to get 8K resolution anyway. You know what you're going to be doing? You're going to be end up buying the Nvidia RTX 3070, 3080, 3090. You're going to be paying for that first. And then you're going to be end up buying another television, which is going to be 8K resolution one. Now you tell me, is that cheap? It's not. If you buy that Nvidia RTX 3070, that's £469. That's just a video card, okay? We're talking about here. Then you need specific system requirements for that, okay? Which is the power supply of 750 watts, dimension sizes, and 3 expansion slots. You need all that as well. Don't think you're just gonna go just get it like that. And the 8K televisions, a lot of people will go for 8K resolutions with 120 hertz because these ones give you the best refresh rates. And you telling me they're going to be cheap? You're going to be spending a lot of money, man. How many people right now own 8K TVs? There's not that many people own them. Do they make good sales of these TVs? In terms of Curry's PC World website, they haven't been selling much of them. No. If you find an 8K TV, if it's gone out of stock, because there's only 1-2 brands who's actually making them, and all of them went for that particular brand, and they bought it and it went out of stock. That's what's going on. Doesn't mean the sales are good on that TV, no, because there's so many amount of people who want to buy them, but there's not going to be that many around. And they're flipping expensive, I'm telling you. If you're going to spend £469 for the Nvidia RTX 3070 video card, you're going to be spending another £5,000 to £8,000 on a television. Now tell me, is that flipping cheap? It's not cheap. So if we look at a very good television, it can be £8,000 and £469. You're going to be spending that. If you're a person who don't want the Nvidia RTX 3070 and you want the Nvidia RTX 3090, that's £1,399. Tell me about it. On top of that, you're going to buy 8K resolution TV between 5,000 to 8,000. You're going to be spending a lot of money. Can you see what these companies are doing? In terms of Nvidia, you will be robbed. You'll get ripped off proper hard. If you buy Nvidia RTX 3090, you'll buy a card for £1,399, and then a minimum probably for a 8K resolution TV, you'll be spending £5,000. And the other side of things, and you think that's gonna work out. Sony PS5 and Microsoft Xbox Series X. What about them people? I'll tell you, a lot of them people don't have them TVs because right now the Sony Microsoft games console like the Sony PS4 Pro and Microsoft Xbox X, what it's called. These are 4K systems. Now everybody when they're playing these machines, they're using 4K TVs. Don't think you're gonna win that easily with them. When you're gonna buy a Sony PS5 and the Microsoft Xbox Series X, you're not gonna win at all. You're gonna get ripped off. Proper hard. I'll explain why. Let's say you bought a Sony PS5. Don't get too excited just buying a Sony PS5. Let's say it's £400. Example. How much 400? 400 to £500. Okay? Sounds like a reasonable price for 8K resolution systems, doesn't it? But you don't have an 8K resolution television. To play this 8K technology from the Sony PS5 is a lot of nonsense. Ask this Sony and Microsoft company, where the heck we gonna get an 8K television from, 8K resolution TV from? Ask them. No, they're the one who they're giving the 8K resolution. I know they got nothing to do with it, but they're getting us excited by 8K resolution. You guys are crazy out there. You're gonna be end up spending, if you're lucky enough, there might be television for 3,000, 5,000, 8,000. You telling me buying a television for 3,000 or 3,500 is cheap? Is it? 3,500 we're talking about here. So let's say you buy a television on 8K resolution for 3,500. Then top of that you buy a Sony PS5. 500. How much is that? £4,000. Okay? You're spending £4,000 for, oh my gosh, to play Sony PS5 in 8K. Who the heck's gonna do that? You got the money. Buy me, just do it. You need £4,000. Would you really want to do that? Wait. But I thought when we buy Sony PS5 games consoles, we're looking for cheap options. But is that a cheap option though? Because right now what we got is 4K TVs. Everybody's got a 4K television. No one's got an 8K TV. You're gonna end up spending a lot of money. What about the Microsoft Xbox Series X then? I don't know how much this is true. If you buy a Microsoft Xbox Series X, that's gonna be between 500 to 600. Okay, let's go for the price tag of 600 then. For Microsoft Xbox Series X. Same price for that. If we go and buy a television for 8K resolution for 3,500, whoa, we got an 8K resolution television. And then that's 3,500. So the 8K resolution television is 3,500. And your Max Xbox Series X might be 600. You might go for that, the most advanced model. That is £4,100. Now tell me, how are you going to afford that? Now, wouldn't you say these companies are crazy? I would think so. Now, the problem with this is today's era, it's on 4K. But these companies right? Nvidia, Sony, Microsoft. I would say they're wrong. Completely wrong. If the era is in 4K resolution TVs, and that's what everyone's got, when you're gonna buy any of these three companies things, you're gonna be end up spending heavy money. Especially if you go for Sony, Microsoft games consoles, you're gonna end up buying expensive televisions. They ain't gonna be cheap. I would not advise anybody to buy less than 8K resolution and 120 Hz television. When you're gonna do that, you're going for 120 Hz or even higher than Hertz than that, you're gonna be end up spending heavy money. By means, get excited for these 8K resolutions, buy the cheap consoles, watch when you buy these televisions. You're not gonna even get cheapness out of this. No, you're gonna be spending tons of money, 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 money. It's very, very expensive. Believe me on that. Only person who's very rich can do this. Maybe the best option is 9K resolution. Don't get excited for this because them televisions are very expensive. I'm telling you. The only best way is the same way as Sony PS4 Pro. I'm being honest with you. The Sony PS5 is going to be much better for you if you stay on 4K resolution, man. Because in that way, you only need to buy the games console, man. You don't need to buy an expensive television in 8K resolution. It's too much money, man. When I looked into this, I'm just keep on reading these articles. They're getting these excitement here. Oh, the 8K resolution's coming out, 8K resolution's coming out. Flipping heck, for goodness sake. Then why don't you get each one of us say 8K resolution television? Who's gonna bloody buy one of them? It's too expensive. It's very, very expensive indeed, this technology. I'm telling you. It's best to take on 4K resolution televisions. That's where you're gonna find your Sony PS5 and Microsoft Xbox Series X consoles competitive price for you. And on the other side for Nvidia is not a games console, is it? They make video cards. It's said that their video card is by far the most powerful than anything on the planet. Okay? With them it's different. Okay? I don't think it will cost too much on that side of things. I'll tell you why. I think in terms of Nvidia, the only problem you might have, make sure about these things when you buy Nvidia RTX 3070, 3080, 3090. The thing I'm talking about here is about Nvidia RTX 3090. Okay. Now the Nvidia RTX 3090 requires a power supply at least 750 watts. You can ask your manufacturer who's made your power supply if you can use a bit less one. You need to talk to them about that. Send me emails and stuff like that. The dimensions, as I already said to you, because the card is pretty big, you need to put it into your computer, your desktop, PC, and you need 3 expansion slots. What about the Nvidia RTX 3070 and 3080? Power supply 750 watts, and the dimensions are going to be different to them as well, 3070 and 3080. Okay, them two cards, the Nvidia RTX 3070 3080, they use 2 expansion slots. Okay, and the Nvidia RTX 3090 will use 3 slots. So there's a difference there when it comes to expansion slots there. So be careful about that. Okay, that's okay. Once all you got all that, that's all set up, yeah? Because in terms of that, you got choice for cheap prices. Nvidia RTX 3070 is £469. which is a reasonable price. It's a very powerful card. Founders edition, 469 pound. So you could buy that, get all your power supply dimensions right, and you need 2 expansion slots. You're done. Okay, once you got all that, you're done. Now you're thinking about getting an 8K resolution monitor. Because it's only a monitor, monitors are just specially designed for just PCs, aren't they? They don't have any other technology under the bonnet. The television's got more variety and features and technology underneath. That's why they're really expensive. Because if you look at the features, the functionalities of a television, it's far more than a monitor. Anyway. These monitors are only 8K resolutions. So what they're going to be just using, brightness, contrast, sharp, and stuff like that, menu, and stuff like that. Apart from that, they don't have anything else in them. So these monitors are going to be competitive prices. I don't think they're going to be expensive. No. Well, they won't be expensive televisions. They're going to be way cheaper. I'll give you an example right now, what I know. When we look at 4K monitors, 4K monitors, they're only £300. Around about. When we buy 4K televisions, they're not. They're not. A good, reasonable 4K television would be £3,000. £3,000. Can you see how it works? These monitors are way cheaper than the televisions. And when we look at these 8K resolution, right, monitors, how much will they be? Probably £500 to £1,000. Oh, sorry. £500 to £1,000 only. This is 8K resolution monitors I'm talking about here. But if we went for a television, I'll tell you, a very good 8K resolution television would be £5,000. £5,000. Look how expensive these televisions are compared to a monitor. Because at the end of the day, when we buy Nvidia video cards, we're going to be using our desktop PCs on monitors. But a lot of people don't use their games consoles on monitors. I know you could have said that to me. Hello, we can use that. But no. A lot of people keep their Sony PlayStation and Microsoft consoles under the video cabinets to use on their televisions. Okay? They use it on there. They don't use them on monitors. You know, the people I know, they don't use them on monitors. No. If they want to see the experience, they will use a monitor. But to be honest, nobody is going to keep the games console on monitors. They want to go on big screens, don't they? Like 50-inch. You're not going to get that on a monitor, are you? We're not about doing this curved technology. No. I'm not talking about that. We're talking about one big screen size television. Because what people are doing nowadays, what they do nowadays, they go on big screen televisions and they enjoy their video games. That's not going to happen with Sony Microsoft games consoles. No, it's not going to happen. Because literally, for Nvidia, they'll get away with it. It seems to me they're in serious trouble, Sony and Microsoft is. I think this time Nvidia is going to win. Big time. They're going to win this time. These games consoles won't have the chance. You know what? Because you can buy Nvidia RTX 3070 for £469. You could be done. They're pretty good video cards anyway. The stuff I already mentioned, you probably already got all that in your desktop anyway. The power supply, all the dimensions, monitor, and the expansion slots. Some people probably have already got all that. All this need 8K resolution TV monitor. That's easily going to be done with Nvidia. But Sony and Microsoft, if you want to stick your Sony PS5 and Microsoft Xbox Series X inside a cabinet on your television, you're in serious trouble. But if you want to use these consoles on your monitor, you probably get away with it. I don't think anybody wants to do that. There will be some people would want to do that, but I'll be honest with you, a lot of people won't do it. Because games consoles have always been popular on televisions, not on monitors. Monitor is an extra optional thing that you can use, and I don't think a lot of people use them nowadays. So what's going to happen with these people who own the Sony PS5 and Microsoft Xbox Series X? They're going to be end up using not playing 8K resolution. They're going to be end up playing on the 4K televisions. That's what's going to happen. So think about this very seriously. If you're a person who's into putting your console in a video cabinet, you can watch your. It's really good. You can watch your Blu-rays on there, everything on there. When you're having a TV video cabinet on your big television. If you're a person who wants to get 8K resolution television, then you're in serious trouble. Big trouble. Why haven't anybody said all this? Because this is very important. You will only get away with it if you want to use them on monitors. You know what? Seriously. When I ever play games consoles, I don't use them on monitors. No, I don't use them. I don't like the monitor experience with games consoles. It's just not the experience, is it? If you use them on a big TV, you go, it looks cool, isn't it? I'm playing a big television. It looks very widescreen, big screen size televisions. Yeah, it's better, isn't it? Because you got to think, you get 50-inch, 75-inch, and even 85-inch televisions. Look how large these screen sizes are. These are really big. And television technology is very impressive indeed. I think in terms of games consoles, for Sony and Microsoft, the Sony PS5 and Microsoft Xbox Series X is not good. For Nvidia, it's thumbs up. So Nvidia, you've got everything under your hood, and it seems you're gonna win this competition this time. I seriously think that Nvidia is gonna win this time. And when a lot of people who don't like to play their games consoles on monitors, they're gonna end up thinking, but I don't have a 8K television. I've only got a 4K television. What am I gonna do now? Then they think about that. Because if you're a person like that, then you're gonna be in serious problem. So anyway, I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say that. And the other thing is that 8K resolution is not ready. It won't be ready till few years. We haven't even got 5K yet. What these guys on about? We haven't even got that. Even the PC stuff is all on 4K. They need to work on 5K yet. I know Nvidia RTX 2080 is really on 4K. That's why it was made for. But the thing is, even Nvidia is releasing these new video cards, the Nvidia RTX 3070, 3080, 3090. They need to work on it. It's not that easy. They need to work on 5K, then 6K, then 7K, and 8K. It's a lot of hard work. Trust me, it might be easy us to listen with our ears. 8K resolutions coming out. No, it's a lot of hard work. Believe me, it's not going to happen very soon. It's going to take a lot of time. So anyway, so I hope you guys understood everything I told you in this video. Take this video very seriously and see how you're gonna go with this whole technology. Would you want to spend a lot of money to do all this? And even the 8K resolution is not ready yet. It's gonna take a few years. So anyway, give your likes, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye from now.